Volume 2, Number 1, Back to School and Daycare, was the event of the day. Yes, the kids were going to go to daycare full time, and Melissa's first day at preschool all day, and the kids were entering into 7th grade. That would be Elijah, and Jenny was going into 5th grade, so it was a full day. They needed 3 cars to go to each location. So Mom and Dad were willing to help that day. First, they were going to drop off the kids at daycare. And then they were going to drop off Melissa at preschool for her first day at school. It was so special. Melissa was so excited at her first day at preschool. She said, "Mommy, I'm so excited. I am going to preschool. I'll learn so much." As she gave Mom a big hug and Grandma and Grandpa a big hug and Miss Yokoshoto a big hug. Yay! And she gave Elijah and Jenny a hug. "You're finally at school," said Jenny. And so did Elijah exclaim, "You're so grown up now." "Yes," said Melissa. So off to school she went, and she met her teachers at the door as Grace shook the hands of Miss Graham. Miss Graham was 27 and her teacher for preschool. "This is so exciting," said Michael. "It's so nice to meet you, Miss Graham." "Well, she'll be here all day, so pick her up at 3 o'clock. "Okay," said Grace. And Michael agreed. So then it was off to school to drop off Elijah and Jenny. It was a big event, 7th and 5th grade at St. John's. They were going to their prospective school. And then they dropped off. There were crowds of parents and crowds of students with their backpacks and everything they needed to start their first day at school at St. John's. "Well, we've done this before, right, son?" Elijah said, "Yeah, this isn't like we haven't done this before," as he gives his mom and dad a hug. He gives Grandma Yokoshoto a hug, and so does Jenny. "I love you, Mom." "I love you, Grandma Yokoshoto." So did Elijah. He gave his hug to Grandma and Grandpa. And he gives a hug to Grandma Yokoshoto and Dad. "Dad, I love you." "I love you too, son. Do you want me to walk you to class?" No. They'll laugh at me." "Okay, son. You're old now, so I'm not going to hold your hand this time. I promise, Dad. I'll be made fun of." 7th grade's a big grade. You can do this. You got this. I got this, Dad. As Elijah went on to his class, and he's now in middle school. "I can't believe our son is in middle school already." Miss Yokoshoto said the same thing. "I can't believe he's in middle school. He's grown up now. Then he's going to be in 8th grade next year." "Yeah, only a couple more years, and he'll be literally into high school." "Wow," said Grandma and Grandpa. They were so proud. As Jenny stayed back just a few minutes, as she hugged on to Grandma Yokoshoto. "I'm going to miss you, Grandma Yokoshoto. We had so many good memories this summer. I'll have to talk about it in class." "Who's your teacher?" Miss Yokoshoto said. "Oh, I wondered and I asked, but Mrs. I don't know. I'll have to look at my paper. Mrs. Augustus." "Oh, Mrs. Augustus. Okay, good. She's your 5th grade homeroom teacher?" "Yes." "Okay, do you want me to go with you?" "Yes, Grandma, can you go with me?" "Okay, so we'll wait behind and we'll wait till you get out and you can meet her yourself." Grace said, "I'm going to go with you, Mrs. Yokoshoto." So Grace went with Mrs. Yokoshoto to meet Mrs. Augustus. Hello, Mrs. Augustus. Oh, you're Jenny's mom and Grandma. It's nice to meet you. Yes, it's nice to meet you too. We just wanted to meet you personally. Your daughter is going to be a splendid student. I can't wait. God be with you, said Mrs. Yokoshoto. God be with you. God be with you both. Have a good day at school, Jenny. I love you. I love you too, Grandma. I love you too, said Grace as they watched her go off into her classroom and get into her desk. Okay, it's time to go, Mrs. Yokoshoto, as Mrs. Yokoshoto stood and stared. Okay, it's time to go. Yes, it's time to go. We better go. They walked back to the car. You could see Mrs. Yokoshoto didn't want to leave, but it was time to go. Well, that's it. Everybody's off to school, and the kids are at daycare. This is the first time the kids were all in school or at daycare all at the same time. There was an empty house. No nannies, no babysitters, just all either in daycare or at school. This is a first of its kind. It's going to be an empty house when Grace gets home. And Michael said, I have to go to work. Grace, what are you going to do with all your free time? I simply don't know. Well, Miss Yokoshoto said, we'll be busy. Don't you worry. We're going to work on this book. We're going to work on some things. Yes, Grandma said, we're going to be busy. Us ladies have things to do. And Grandpa Tom said, yeah, I get to relax a little. It'll be nice for a change. As they walked back to their cars and got in their cars, they drove separately, as Grandma and Grandpa went back home. And Miss Yokoshoto drove in the car with Michael and Grace. And they talked on the way back about how it was such an unusual experience to go home to an empty house. This is the first time it's been empty, full of kids. One day, and now no kids, and they're all in school the next. As they walked into the empty house, they saw all the stuff scattered. Well, the first thing we do need is a house cleaner. We need to have laundry and clothes washed and just a house cleaner. So maybe what we need to do is hire somebody to clean the house. Well, we already have somebody that cleans the house. Who do we have that cleans the house? Well, Jackie can do the cleaning. We can still keep Jackie. Yes, we'll keep Jackie. We'll keep Jackie and Melissa. Okay, sounds good. We're going to keep them all. We're not leaving. We're not going to fire anybody. We'll keep them all on staff. We'll just make them part-timers. That's a good idea, said Grace. Well, it's a relief, though. It's nice to not have to worry about putting anybody down for nap except for Michael. Yeah, we have Michael. That's the one thing. In fact, now that we have Michael only, that's the only one we have to be concerned about. As Michael was sleeping the whole time, they basically woke him up at that moment and put him into the crib. Well, now that Michael's 1 year old, they had a special birthday party coming up. It was August 25th, and they knew that his birthday was a couple days from now. You know, they do start school pretty early, don't they? Well, it's usually before Labor Day. Well, what are we going to do for Michael's first birthday? We're going to just do the cupcakes like we usually do with the little ones. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's go get the cupcakes. Not now. We're going to get them when they're fresh. Okay, well, Michael said, I have to go off to work. I'll see you later, Grace. I love you. I love you too, Michael. So Michael goes off to work. It's Tuesday. Tuesday's usually a good day to get things started for the rest of the week. Thank God Monday was an off day. As Michael goes into his office, Someone's using his computer. Macy had to use the computer to type up some notes. Hi, Macy. How are you doing? Oh, pretty good. We got a lot of notes to type up, so I'm going to use your computer. Okay, that's fine. I just needed to type up whatever notes we have for Thursday, so I'm going to type it up and print it up. Thank you, Macy. That's good of you. I appreciate it. I'll just tell you what to do. I'll dictate. We could use a dictator and you can type up my notes for me. That's fine. We could do that. So basically, what's going on? Well, we'll find out because I don't know what's going on ever since the last meeting. The report won't be out till September, so I won't know anything. I'll just get the progress reports from the senior managers. Now that Harrison's back, I guess I'll find out what's going on with Harrison. He hasn't been here for a couple weeks, so just as that he was saying that, Harrison walked in. Hi, Harrison. How you doing? I'm doing okay, considering I just lost my dad. I'm sorry, Harrison. Here's something for all your troubles. He gave him a gift card. And Harrison opened up the card, and it was a sympathy card with a gift card in it. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. It's something small. It's just something from the office. I really appreciate that. That's really thoughtful of you. As he's ready to break down and cry. Harrison, you can have a seat. Relax. Consider this an easy day today because I have no clue what's going on. We've been so busy the last couple weeks that it's actually a slow week. Today's back to school. My wife and my young child is now starting preschool. Oh, yeah, so is my daughter. Where's your daughter going to? St. Elizabeth. Oh, it's same with my daughter. St. Elizabeth? Really? They might be in the same class, said Harrison. Oh, that's great. Is it 3 and 4-year-olds? Yeah. My daughter's almost 4, so. Oh, that's great. So your daughter's at St. Elizabeth preschool? Yeah, all day? Yeah, probably in the same class. That's ironic. We just got back from St. Elizabeth, too. Oh, wow. Small world. Just then, who walks in the door is Michael Carrington and Jolie. How's everything? Well, we got some good news. What's the good news? Sit down, said Michael Smithton. Well, we're pregnant. Really? You're pregnant again? Yeah. We just came back from the doctors. How far along are you, Jolie? Well, I'm 2 months pregnant. Oh, wow. Congratulations, said Michael Smithton. And we bought a house. Oh, you did? Yeah, with all the promotions and everything, we bought a really nice house not that far from you. Oh, that's great. It's actually near your cottage, near 2nd Street. It's actually not that far from the cottage at all. It's on 2nd Street. Oh, it's on 2nd Street. That's great. It's a ranch house. Oh, I bet you I know because I saw a bunch of for sale signs up that neighborhood. You'll have to show me it whenever you have a time. So, how many bedrooms? It's actually a 4-bedroom house. Oh, really? That's great. That's nice. Hollister's a nice town. We like Hollister a lot. That's great. I'll have to come and see it, definitely. So tell me about the pregnancy. 2 months along? So you'll be on maternity leave? Are you going to leave us for good this time? No, I'm not leaving for good. I'll just have a nanny this time since we're making decent money this time. You'll have a nanny or a babysitter? Yeah, we're going to do it that way. Michael's making good money and so am I. We're going to do it right this time. Last time we were amateurs. That's funny. You're amateurs. Yeah, I get it. Just relax, Jolie. Stay here. You might as well sit and watch the meeting. And then Vanessa Miller comes in, and then Lisa Anderson comes in. Okay, so anybody have about good news or anything going on in their life other than Lisa getting married? How's how's the wedding planning going? Well, I just got a wedding planner. So you do? Really? Yeah, I got a wedding planner. We're planning it out because it's crunch time. Did you get a dress yet? Yes, I got a dress. We already picked out rings. We already got it sized and everything. He's got a tuxedo. Oh, that's great. So it's coming along. You picked the venue? Not quite yet. That's okay. You still have time. Yeah. It's only going to be 50 guests, family only. We figured we would invite friends, but it would be too big. Oh, that makes sense. We'd love to invite everybody. Maybe we can have a party ourselves and we can just have like a reception of our own. Maybe we'll throw a party for you. That would be awesome. So what else is going on? Who else is next? What's going on with Vanessa Miller? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No children? No. How am I having children? Why not? Because everybody around here drinks Arkansas water and I don't. Says Mike. You got the Arkansas water thing too? Yeah, I got that. I got that memo. Michael clapped for Vanessa. Good one. Okay, we're waiting for Steve. Whenever Steve comes in, then we can start this meeting. Everybody take a seat. You can sit on the couch. You can sit on the comfortable chair. Basie's taking notes. Okay, let me get comfortable too. This chair is a little squeaky, so sorry about that. And just then, Steve walks in. We've been waiting for you, Steve. Yeah, fashionably late. That's right. So, what's going on? We're waiting for your report because you're the only one that has the news on what's going on with our company. Well, other than cosmetic things that have been going on and employee promotions, everything's good. We still have money in the bank, which is a good thing. Is there any reports on the progress of the company? Can we actually get a preview of what's going on? Well, our company is doing very, very well. Like when you say very, very well, what does that actually mean? Well, what it means is our company has tripled its value. Since our dances and our fundraising has really helped this company, we've done something incredible. We brought in more business because of that in itself. That wasn't always the case before because we didn't have events like that. We did community events, which is a part of something that's puts us on the map. We have more service calls. We have a lot of things. We've hired a lot of mechanics. We've done a lot of things that we didn't do before. We have detail department. We have a functional process. We have a good, well working wheel, as Mike always says. We're doing excellent. So the numbers by September and October, I project it to be very good. Do you think you can say that honestly? Because I'm waiting for the numbers to come in. Well, we're at the end of August. Okay, anybody have any fears or worries about what the numbers are going to look like in September or October? Anybody? No. Anybody worried? No. Then you have nothing to worry about. I think we still have some investments to do. We invested in the transportation. We invested in the look and feel of the properties. We invested in the remodeling projects. We remodeled all 3 sites. We revamped a lot of things. Everything has been landscaped. We've done a lot of cosmetic projects. We've done everything as far as office changes, computer changes. We've altered the whole look and feel of this whole property, including the airport location and the Hollister location. So we've done that much. We've done philanthropy projects. We're going to have a Christmas project. We're going to have the Christmas dance. We're going to see positive changes ahead. So something's missing though. We have to do something else. What else is there? Should we do something for fall? We could do a fall dance. We could do a fall dance and we could do a Christmas dance. So maybe like a fall festival. That could be something we could consider. We could keep the flow going. I mean, it's up to you, Steve. I mean, you're in charge of the projects. Well, let's consider that. You're the one that's putting the money into this, so it's up to you. I'll sit on it and I'll let you know. Okay? Okay, Steve. Well, that's it for the meeting. Meeting adjourned. Everybody's excused. Okay, I'll see you later. I got to get to work, said Michael Carrington. Congratulations, Julie. Oh, by the way, did you know Julie? Julie, do you want to tell him? Yeah. Julie says to Michael Carrington, I'm going to tell him first. Tell me what, says Steve. Well, Julie and I are pregnant. We're 2 months pregnant. Whoa, Steve says, congratulations. That's great news. Yeah, that's our second baby. Yeah. So she'll be on maternity leave for a short time, but that's not for a while, so we're not worried about that. Okay. So wait, you're 2 months pregnant. That means when's your baby due? Okay, wait, let me see. Let me count. I can't count in my head. I'm sorry. You got pregnant when? Um, you'll have to do the math. I can't do it. I can't think right now. Well, I'm probably due around February, I think. We haven't gone to the doctor and got the due date yet. Well, let me know when you're due. Okay. All right. You're all excused, everybody. Have a great day. As Michael closes up for the day, he's going to make it a short day because he wants to get home and enjoy the rest of his day. Okay, Macy, I'm going to close up for the day. I want to be here for Thursday's meeting. So, Steve, I'm going to close up for the day. I'm going to go home and get some work done. I'll be working remotely till Thursday. I'll be here for Thursday's meeting. Michael Carrington, I'm going to be here for Thursday's meeting. I'll be working remotely. I'm going to enjoy my time off. I'm exhausted. I've been working a lot lately. Yeah, you have. I have my son's first birthday, so we're going to have a small party at home. Oh, yeah, Michael's turning 1. Yeah, his first birthday's on the 29th, so I'll see you all later. Okay, Michael. Okay, so Macy, you're off for the rest of the day. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If you don't, you're off for the rest of the day. Okay, sounds good. So Michael heads out the parking lot and gets in his car and heads home. And he gets through traffic with no problem and gets home and pulls into the driveway. And he says, Grace, I'm home. Oh, it's so nice. It's a quiet. Is the baby sleeping? Yeah. Wow, it's so nice. It's so quiet. So what are we doing for the baby's birthday, Grace? We're going to do cupcakes and balloons. Okay, did you get the balloons yet? Yeah, I went to Dollar Tree. You went to Dollar Tree. Perfect. You got the balloons already? Yeah. So when are we having the birthday party? Well, today's the 26th, so 25th, you mean? Yeah, I'm sorry, it's the 25th. 25th. We'll just do it Friday. Friday's easier. Okay, so what are we going to do? Movie night or something? We could do movie night. That sounds like a plan. Okay, movie night it'll be. Shall we go out to the movies? No, he's 1 year old. He still naps a lot, so we'll just rent a movie. Okay, sounds good. It's not going to be a big deal. Just cupcakes with like a candle in it. Okay, you sure about the candle? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not candles. Cupcakes. Okay. So what are we going to do the rest of the day? Nothing. I don't want to do a thing. Okay. It's really quiet in here. I like it. I wonder what they're doing in school. Oh, learning, maybe? I hope. So what time is it now? It's kind of early still. It's only 11:30. Wow. I can't believe Melissa's so grown up that she's in preschool. Do you know that Harrison's daughter is also in the same grade? Oh, yeah. Harrison from work. I guess she's in at St. Elizabeth too. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Isn't that great? Yeah, that is great. Oh well, so we got this free day. We all we have is Michael at home, so that's perfect. What's Miss Yokoshoto doing? She's downstairs. She's working on the garden. Okay. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna have lunch. We're gonna have grapes, and we're gonna have a salad, and we're just gonna relax. Oh, that's nice. I am so glad I'm home. Wow. No kids. I could get used to this, said Michael. Is there anybody that's doing the cleaning? Oh, the house does look clean. Who did the cleaning? Jackie. She did a good job. All the laundry's done? Yeah. The house actually looks clean for a change. That's nice, Grace. I have to admit, it's nice to see a clean house. Maybe I'll play Atari by myself. I'll play Asteroids. Nah, I don't feel like doing that. I like doing it with Elijah. That's the only time I like to play. All right, so the birthday's on, and that's it. Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to go lay down. So as he lays down, he realizes he's just going to rest for a little bit. And as he gets up, he realizes it's time to pick up the kids. So Grace and Michael pick up the kids. One by one, they pick up Melissa, they pick up Elijah and Jenny, and then they pick up the other two kids, Josiah. Well, they pick up Josiah. So they realize they had picked up all four kids, and they all are talking about school. Everything's about school and their teachers. There's four kids talking at the same time, and Grace has Michael in the car seat. I knew we should have took two cars, Michael. So all four kids are talking at the same time about their teachers, Mrs. Augustus, Mrs. Graham, and of course, Mrs. London, who is the teacher that teaches the preschool. Mrs. London is my teacher, said Melissa. She's so nice. She's so pretty. Oh, really? Said Grace to Melissa. Yeah, she's married and she has a baby. Oh, really? Yeah, she's really pretty too, said Melissa. Oh, that's so nice, Melissa. As they get home, they get out of the car, each of them with their belt buckles come undone, and they get out of the car and they walk up the stairs and drop their backpacks unloading for the day as their day is come to an end.